This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Just before we begin, a quick shout out to Into the AM for sending me another sweet t-shirt to wear for you guys. Frickin' nice. I love this shirt. Got just the right amount of kind of UFO X-Files throwback flair, but it doesn't have a logo stapled all over it. It's super comfy. You guys loved the Into the AM promotion I did last time, so check the link in the description. Get yourself a discount on your order and check it out. You'll really like it. I love them. Thank you very much. All right, now, guys, I did something bad. Something wrong. Something I really shouldn't have done. But it is what it is. I was playing MTG Arena during the first night of WrestleMania, which we had playing on the television. And I was like, this actually started a few days ago. I was like, I wonder if my iPhone can handle MTG Arena. So at first, when they announced that MTG Arena Mobile came out, I had a Pixel 4 and I tried it, and the gameplay was really bad. And I'm going to talk more. This is going to be a little bit of a mobile review because I'm going to talk more about the devices I've played MTG Arena on, the mobile devices, and their performance, because I know that might matter to some people. But in a nutshell, I was playing last night on my iPhone 11, and I decided to play ranked, and I actually hit Mythic just on my couch while watching WrestleMania. Barely noticed I did it. But it's just, and how did I do it? What did I use? Of course, I used mono red. Yeah, I made a tweet about it. Like, oh man, I got to use two of my favorite. I got to @MTG Arena and #WrestleMania. It's like living my Twitter best life for real. So, and look at, if you squint really close at this picture, I even beat Yorian to do it. You were the chosen one! Memes. There were memes. People replied to me in meme form. So a few quick words about the deck, a few quick words about mobile devices, and then a few quick words about, at the end, we're going to talk about new cards from Strixhaven that you could play in this deck and changes that I think it will make. So, first of all, the deck list. I cut the Frostbites, and I went up on Phoenix of Ash, and I went up on lands. The 24 land version lost so many games to never drawing a third land, or just not drawing it on time, just losing a beat, when you're just stuck on a mountain and a Faceless Haven for 3 turns, you can't win. You just can't do it. So added 1 Castle Embereth, 1 Shatterskull Smashing. I still always got to power up my Haven when I wanted to. I still hit all my land drops, so I played Anix and Torbrand and Embercleave when I wanted to. And I always had something to do with my mana, because we have 3 Phoenix of Ash. Cutting Frostbite makes you a lot worse in the aggressive matchups, the mirror, things like that. Let's check out the MTG Arena Assistant metagame. There's a link to this that is totally free in the description and supports the channel. Now, if you look at the metagame breakdown for Best of 1, Mono White is on top by a lot, and then Mono Red is after that. These two matchups, not having Frostbite makes you a lot worse. But look at these, Sultai Yorion and Dimir Mill. And in Diamond, in my final push through Diamond, I played against 3 Yorions, 3 Rogues, and 1 cycling deck, and 1 mono white deck. So I just noticed that where I was in Diamond, those were the decks everybody was playing, because those were the players who got that high by beating all the aggro decks, because there's so many of them. So cutting Frostbite and running more land and more Phoenix of Ash is much better against Rogues and Yorion, where the Phoenix can kind of win the Rogues matchup, even if you can't remove their crabs. And against the Yorion deck, you don't want Frostbite. Like, you just end up targeting nothing. It rots in your hand while you need to do a few more points of damage, and Phoenix can push it through. So that's why I cut Frostbite from the deck. Should you cut Frostbite from the deck? Depends. Are you still playing against mostly white? Are you still playing against mostly red? No, you should not cut Frostbite from the deck. You're probably better off with a lower land count. But if you just need to beat Yorion a lot, like, this is the way to do it. And God, I hate saying that and letting the secret out of the bag. As kind of a victory lap. We're going to go play some games with this on the ladder, see how it goes today. I've already recorded them. I will say, if you hate mono red, you're going to enjoy the first half of this video, and if you like mono red, you'll enjoy the second half, because it's let's just say, for those of you who hate mono red, you get a good amount of me getting what I deserve in probably your opinion. All right, some quick MTGA mobile news. When it first came out, I went out and bought a Pixel 4a to play the game, and it was so laggy and it ran so badly I couldn't actually play the game. All I could do was use the deck builder, and even that froze up sometimes. So Pixel 4a, not good with MTG Arena Mobile. When it came out on iOS, the first thing I did was download it to my iPad Air, which is, I think, 1 generation behind the current model. Laggy. I could use the deck builder, but that froze up a good amount of the time too, and I couldn't play a game. iPhone 11, what I got right here, actually runs really smooth. I have to restart the app every now and then, but it opens up quickly, and I've never lost a game because of it. And as long as I'm playing a simple to pilot deck, I have like mobile versions of various decks like white and red. Like, I can play just exactly how I want to. So if you have an iPhone 11 or you're about to upgrade to one, you should get Arena Mobile. And yeah, I actually played ranked with mobile and actually hit mobile mythic. So boom, true gamer, true 2021 gamer right here. Just a reminder before we dive in, one more thing. The release event for Strixhaven is approaching, so if you're sick of seeing a lot of these decks over and over and over, there are new cards coming. Stay till the end and I'll tell you which of those cards I think go into mono red. And make sure you come out on Wednesday for the early access stream sponsored by Wizards of the Coast to support the channel. It's a good time to renew Twitch Prime. There's usually a lot of viewers. Like, the viewership for that day is usually amazing. So please come out and support the show on Twitch, going probably most of the day on Wednesday. So thank you very much in advance. This video is dedicated to Joel Baker, who just joined the Cool Kids Club. If you hit the join button below, $4.99 a month, you get early access to my deck list, you get early access to some of my special projects, and you might get a video dedicated to you and a cosmetic purchased in your honor. If we hit 420 members by April 20th, I'll do a special video. We currently have 373 members. So if you have the money, you can afford it, be very much appreciated. Joel, for you, we are purchasing some of these pathway deals because I really like this art on the pathway. I'm going to grab the one that still has blue on it, the River Glide pathway. So there you go. Now let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Opponent goes first. Rip. No 1-drop. Are we supposed to mulligan without a 1-drop? We have 2 Embercleaves. That's basically a bad hand. I think we mulligan this. Basically a hand that fails, especially Robber, like on the draw, doesn't even steal cards. Although against Yorion it might, but not a good enough reason. Opponent takes a mull, I'll take a mull. Better. What are we putting back? Maybe Phoenix? Maybe it's Bone Crusher, actually. I feel like we want the Torbrand, but we need to draw 2 lands. We're in a 26 land deck on the draw. We should be able to. 1, 2, 3. Man, I actually want all of this. I really do. I like the Phoenix for the haste. Bone Crusher's like our best card too. Fireblade Charger, Robber of the Rich. This is one of the matchups you play the deck for. You really do want to be able to go against this. What do you guys think? Probably a Heartless Act. Let's go for Fervent Champion. Oh, nope, nothing. Okay. Could have had a Negate. That would have been the only reason not to play that. So, are we going to miss land drop 3 in our 26 land deck? Looks like we are. At least we don't have anything for the Nightmare to take. And we still don't have anything for the Nightmare to take. Hopefully they needed that land. Let's find out. But yeah, 26 land. I run 26 lands, and this is still what happens to me. Sometimes it's all futile, guys. You literally just, you're dealt cards and you can't win. Actually, that's one of the reasons that mono red persists as a deck. Sometimes you get really bad draws and you can still have a chance to win. Like we draw a land right here. Okay. Fetching this Triumph might mean they have the Tibble, but if they did, they'd probably play it. We'll see. Just buy the Yorion and pass. You got nothing and you know it. Just come on. Come on. Tank, tank, tank. Tank, tank, tank. Okay, I don't know what they could have been thinking about. Let's go! Down to 9. Omen. Digging for removal. If we get to, 2 to the top. Rip. Rip. Must be nice. Must be nice to draw what you need. All right. Thorbrand. This is going to go away. So this is the Great Hope. The Great Hope is here. So, this last card they kept. So, it's good. It's really good. Nope. Alright. Sits down to make video. 4 straight games on the play on the draw with mono red. My heart can't take this. How can one make content under these conditions? I would like to report my distress and anxiety. And I would like to sue for damages. At least we're actually going to hit land drop 3 and 4 this game. We can be happy about this. Our opponent has temples. Are you trickery? Probably. We're probably going to get Coma'd next turn. I always don't know what to do here. Am I supposed to pump the hell out of this charger? Or am I supposed to cast my Rimrock Knight? Charger's so much better when you have another Rimrock Knight to go with it to create a lightning bolt type effect, so I'm going to save one of these. Oh my lord! They're ramping! They're going to Shadow's Verdict me next turn! Robber of the rich. What do we do? We can cast the Bone Crusher Giant. We can also cast the Robber and use the Rimrock Knight. I guess we just do our best. We do as much damage as we can. And maybe we get to Embercleave them next turn if they don't have a sweeper. A land destruction deck! They're here to troll me. Okay, I see you. They're a land destruction deck that has the Cultivate into Sweeper on the play. Okay then. Nice. Very nice. What the hell is going on today, man? What the hell? I think we want both creatures for sure, because if the opponent plays Waking the Trolls or some other removal, we want to Embercleave the Giant. So, all right, stop now, please. Your draw has been exemplary for a deck that we should be able to prey on for having big, expensive stuff and land destruction that we can mostly ignore. So now would be the time for you to blink and play like Waking the Trolls, and then I win. That's what you do now. That's the plan. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding me right now? Are you really kidding me right now? Lethal on the board. How many answers do they just have? What do I do, huh? Cultivate. I'm getting actually trolled. They've got the removal spell the whole time. They just have to set up every single thing about their hand. What a... How do red mages do this every day? It's the worst experience of my life. Like that. Ah! Covert go first? Or will it be 5 straight matches to start the day on the draw with an on the play requiring aggro deck? No! Well, we're up against Luris. Should be a good matchup if it's cycling or if it is rogues, so we take it, but come on. This is what I get for hitting Mythic last night on my phone. I get absolutely dunked on PC. Shut up. Hate you. Alright. I'll play you. So this is where Phoenix of Ash has to be a rock star. It's where Phoenix of Ash has to be a rock star. So if they mill some Phenai and we get to 4 lands, we can escape it and cast it from our graveyard. And then every time they kill it, we just escape it again and escape it again. It's very hard for them to deal with. Okay, let's go. We ride to glory. There's a hole in our curve next turn, and we need to draw a card that fills it. Or else we'll just do nothing, and we'll be sad. The double cleave, double Torbrand hand is not what we need. That is sad. Alright, so we're going to play some stops. We don't want the opponent to know that we are basically have nothing useful to do. Actually, we can just play the Haven, and that will hold priority, so it's fine. Opponent looking at a trade here. Interesting. I poke your face. Okay, no Soaring Thought Thief. So, feels like they've got a removal spell. And they want to hit something better than a Fervent Champion. So, since our hand is doing absolutely nothing, we go for the Torbrand. It will get countered or killed. And then we get to try again next turn, or possibly try to cast an Embercleave. Come on, Phoenix. No Phoenix. Man. One might posit I'm really bad at mono red. Man, I cannot draw the cards. I cannot draw the cards today. So this is interesting. I think we go for one of the Ember Cleaves. Just to have it on the board. Maybe I'm wrong. Rawr. They might counter this. We really want to keep them busy. We don't want them to cast into the story without any pressure. Yep. So they drown it. That's good. We got another counter out of them. Now we've already done this after blockers, so the Thought Thief can't block the Fervent Champion, thank goodness. They attack and mill 2 cards. Phoenix of Ash. None in the top 19. Definite hard mode. Definite hard mode today. All right, we still need to keep them trying to counter spells. We don't want Into the Story to come easily. So I think it's time for an Annex. Okay, another drown. And another turn without casting story. Nice. So 2 drowns, and a didn't say please. They don't have infinite counters, but it seems like they do when they get to cast their card draw spells when they want to. Phoenix of Ash. My summoning circle is not working. The heck is going on today? Alright, they're still not buying Luris. That tells me that they still have another counter spell. So we could try to power up the Faceless Haven and attack with it. And then if it doesn't die, we can Annex post-combat. If it does die, we can't. It's kind of a tilt. So maybe we go for Torbrand instead. Torbrand's a lot better, though, if we play this and make some creatures. I don't know. I'm feeling gutsy. Like, if this dies to another Drown in the Lock or a Thieves Guild Enforcer, it's a fail. But I'm going to try it. Come on. Come on. Yep. At least we put it off for several turns, but we just didn't deal much damage during that time. All right, they're not going to have a counterspell for one frickin' turn here. Phoenix! Phoenix of Ash! I've got 3 of them! And there's none in the... No! No! Why did we draw it? No! No! This game is a joke, man. All right. Torbrand. Let's go. Now that we've been through all the counter spells and removal spells in their deck, the Ember Cleave will just win the game. Easy. What are the odds of all the cards that they mill? They've milled so much of my deck. There's 22 cards in my graveyard that I would draw just off the top the Phoenix of frickin' Ash that I needed in my graveyard. It's so mean. All right, let's go, birdie. What do you guys think? If we go for the attack, we can go for the Ember Cleave. If they have a counter or a removal spell, it's a fail. But they have to run out someday. They left all this open, though, and they have Luris. So they either have another draw for, or they have another removal spell. So what's it going to be? Well, I don't think we get anywhere in life without trying here. I just think that I might be better off casting the Annex. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if they react to this. Then we get into combat, and then we get 1/1s. Okay, 3rd round in the lock. Nice. All right, now we don't get into combat with the Torbrand. Do they kill the Torbrand too? Come on! Oh my god, my opponents have had it all. Every second of today. For every single play of every game, they have it all. Just everything. This is insane. This is the lowest of lows. And still no Phoenix in the graveyard. Down to 21 cards in the deck. This video is an experiment in bad luck. Like, how unlucky can a human being get playing a game? And it is unfathomable at this point. Unfathomable. This is one of our best matchups, too. Our best matchup. That's game. That's game. You did it. You absolutely did it. I can't even bear it. Oh my god. Game 6 of the day. We haven't gone first yet. Is this the one? Is this the one? You go first and look at this, guys. If I played the usual 24 land deck, this castle would be a Torbrand, and this would be a Phoenix, or they'd both be Frostbites, and we'd have a 1-lander and we'd have to mulligan. But because I'm freaking Giga Brain and we play a lot of land, we get to keep this hand. I'm still gonna play the mountain first because we might just draw like 3 lands in a row and end up casting this as a spell. Mono red mirror. Oh yeah, Fervent Champion. I mean, I was supposed to have the Fervent Champion, but here's the Robber of the Rich. How do you like it? Give me that Bone Crusher Giant. Or that Torbrand, that's fine. That's fine, I like it. I'll take that. Opponent plays Robber of the Rich. Oh, okay. Frostbite, sure. And number 3. So, Phoenix of the Ash, Crusher of the Bones. They cast a Frostbite. Phoenix of the Ash. It leaves the most options open because we can still cast Stomp and Robber next turn potentially. Although it's nice to have a large creature to put a sword on. It's just hard to believe that everything I play will live. Yeah, there's the card I can't beat. I am not built for the mirror. I'm built for other matchups. So I guess we have to make awkward plays like this. Hey, I got your Bone Crusher Giant. You want to block? Ooh, you do? Okay. Interesting. I'll use my free Bone Crusher bucks over here. So what do you got for 4? Did you draw Torbrand? Raid Bombardment? Whenever a creature you control power 2 or less attacks, 1 damage. Well, now I'm definitely going to die to a Torbrand if they have one. That paying 3 life is starting to look cringy. Alright, let's think. Do I need to block here? Yeah, let's see. I'm down to 4 if they play Torbrand, and I need to block both creatures. So no attacks. I'm on the defensive to a Raid Bombardment. And an Embercleave. Cringe. Gotta block the first striker with the 3 toughness, in case all they have here is castle. Unlikely, but possible. Plus we want the Fervent Champion gone because you can equip an Embercleave to it for free. making them pay 3 mana to equip can sometimes be a tough hurdle. Here it comes. The good news is they're going to be left with no creatures. And we will have some creatures. And we have our own Embercleave. So, stuff is happening. Now, I don't want them to play like a Fervent Champion equipped to it, get in for a bunch of damage. I think what I do here is I play this Giant, and I attack with these creatures, and I hold up this Stomp. And then next turn we win with Embercleave. And they has the Charger, yep, and they can equip the Embercleave to that. And then it gains haste if they do. So let's go ahead and stomp it out before it gets equipped, because it deals more damage if that happens. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have to target this. They don't. All right, how do we want to win the game? Let's use the way that plays around one burn spell, like a Frostbite. There you go. We did it! We got a frickin' win. Might have had something to do with being on the play. Aw, baby. On the play 2 games in a row. We haven't had a 1-drop on the play yet, though. That's the next order of business for me to complain about. Send another complaint form. The good news is we can Rimrock Knight, Annex, Embercleave, and then even if they sweep the board, Faceless Haven. But what are we up against? Snow-covered swamp. Okay, this is where I look a lot less smart for having extra lands in my deck, when we could potentially run out of threats. Black-green Haven. Oh, yay. All right, we're on the move. We're on the move. We've drawn all land so far, but we're on the move. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, that always happens. On the bright side, we've got the creatures now. We get to cleave. Roar! Down to 8. Trying to get the job done with an all-land draw. We kept 4 lands, 3 spells. We drew 3 straight lands, and we're still in it, baby. Because our lands are good. All right, that probably means they have removal. Let's Haven up. Okay. You're dead to the Embercleave. Oops. I think they forgot about the sword. How do you forget about the sword? Still going first. Still no 1-drops. Still no 1-drops. Or 2-drops in this case. It's fine. This is fine. It's worked out so far. Doesn't matter what we do, just that we go first. Another land off the top. All right. All right, I'm starting to become mono red Floods. For those of you who want to criticize my land count, though, just remember, I hit Mythic from my iPhone. Most of you guys can't even fathom such an accomplishment. Let's go here. Hits a little bit harder than the Annex would next turn. So we have In Search of Greatness on the field, which is a card I just haven't played against much. I played a little bit with it and was like, nope, never touching that again. It just never did anything. And our opponent has played In Search of Greatness, scryed 1, and now Foretold. Done actual nothing. Actually, we'll just save this. With an Embercleave, it can be even more damage. We don't need to play it this turn. I know, mono red, go brrr. So, scry to the top. Okay. You gonna do something now? Play a big creature like a battle mammoth, perhaps? Rawr. Like, this doesn't do stuff without creatures. There you go. That questing beast. You got me. I mean, when the animation stops, you'll notice that there's a green 4/4 creature behind it. And now, young Skywalker, you will die. Oh, you sweet child of summer. You don't know the power of the dark side. Eh? Guess that's how it goes. 2 straight games on the play after 5 straight on the draw. 5 losses, 2 wins. Oh, we're on the draw. All right, let's break the paradigm. True esports gamers win games on the draw. Let's do this. Wayward. Oh, attack me. Let's go. So this is a 1 mana 2/2 trample haste, which gets you excited. But whenever it deals combat damage, return a land you control to its owner's hand. It's actually a disgusting taunt of a card. It's so bad. But our opponent is high ranked in Mythic with Wayward Guidebeast in their deck. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they got. They got Robber of the Rich. They're attacking with both. Yeah. No. Come on, attack me, please. I demand it. Let's trade the Charger with the Robber. We want trades because we're on the draw. We have more cards than our opponent. The Robber is something that can break that paradigm by sort of drawing them cards. So, what do I think is going to happen? I think my opponent might play an Annex. Then they'll attack with the Beast, which, if I block with the Charger and then use Rimrock Knight on the Charger, and then it dies, it kills the Beast and it kills the Annex. The opponent gets 2 1/1s, but I can live with that. So I'm making this play. Also, if they stomp it, we can Rimrock Knight it in response and also kill their Guide Beast. They're offering a trade here, and they would still have to bounce a land. I said before that we like trades. Do we still like trades? With this creature? With this this little tool that doesn't do much? No blocks. They already played their land for turn, so they're stuck on 2 now. And they say go. Okay. Cool. So what do you think? They have a Bone Crusher? If they do, then playing the Robber is not very good. We would rather play it when it can get damage. And we still want to draw a card out of this. I actually think we just attack here. And hold. I think I'm playing it really conservative, but I love playing these mirrors where I pretend I'm a control deck. Like, it actually is one of my favorite ways to play a red deck. All right. We don't want to get robbed. So we'll kill this now. No attack? This card is such an LOL. What do you guys think? Is it Torbrand time? I think it's Bone Crusher time, to be honest. I still like the Rimrock Knight Charger line. They didn't block last time. Are you willing to get rid of this now? No. They really like this little guy. Here's my giant. See if they have a Frostbite that they want to spend. They do. Okay, take 2. There's an Annex. Okay, we've got a... So I wish I had my Charger available to block now, but I don't. So we gave up our Bone Crusher Giant, which was a way that we could have Rimrock Knighted our Charger and then killed the Annex. Now they attack here. That's really bad for us because now the Charger cannot... Like, I was hoping maybe we attack with the Charger and they block this time, but they didn't last turn. So yeah, everything's hard. Let's play a Torbrand. This at least gives us a chance to kill the Annex if this dies. So is it Embercleave time? Might be. So they definitely want to put the cleave on the Annex, there's no question. If I block the Torbrand on the Guide Beast, they probably won't cleave there. If they do, it's a trade. And they have to bounce a land. And their Annex dies to my Charger. I think that's fine. And I don't think they'll put the sword there anyway. If they put the sword on the Annex, we Rimrock the Fireblade Charger, and then it still kills the Annex because of the Torbrand. They are going there. Okay. So I don't need to use the Rimrock Knight here, but if I do I get to kill another token? No. This is still going to deal 3 damage to the Annex, so... Boom. I guess I have to go face. No token available yet. The opponent has to bounce a land, and they make some nerds. Now we have to figure out how to out-tough the... We have to be tougher than these nerds. All right. Man, my Rimrock Knights aren't doing much, are they? Power up Haven. I think we have to take a hit from their Embercleaved. These can't block, though. So I think what we're going to do... play this... Gonna Rimrock Knight here. We get to rob our opponent. If we don't rob anything, great. Raid Bombardment. Dodged a bullet. So, deal this damage. Play Rimrock Knight. Then next turn, attack with Embercleave, Boulder Rush, possibly win. But we've got to survive this turn. Which, barring some pump spells, I think we can. Torbrand's scary too, but we can survive it. Here they come. Can't block, so they're all going to attack. We're going to win a game on the draw. I can feel it. This is it. This is freaking it. Let's see. If we do this, we have a Faceless Haven, but we don't have Boulder Rush. Did I scare you? Do you think that I would not be able to Embercleave? I can! I can tap this for mana. Hit him with the land. Hit him with the land. Real esports gamer detected. On the draw, win. Yeah. Ah, on the draw again? Ow. What is that now? 7-2? For the day? Yeah, it is. My record is not great either. What have I got? 3 wins? Maybe there's another... There must be another game in there on the play that I'm forgetting. My confirmation bias gets the best of me. Fireblade Charger. Let's go. Let's rumble. Scoozy? You. Well, let's see if the opponent wants to trade for the Charger. That would make me happy. They do? Okay, cool. I wanted to save my Bone Crusher Giant for something scarier. So I can play Rimrock here. They might have another Ooze. If they play an Ooze and eat this right away, I'm in trouble. So do I just pass? They're not going to play the Ooze if I have the Giant, or they're just going to play a game of chicken with me where I don't get to use my mana anyway, so we better play the Knight. We'd better play the Knight. Yeah, if they do have second Ooze, we're just on the Cleave plan. Draw Ember Cleave, win. Evolving Wilds. There's something you don't see every day. Dear Golgari Gamer, what are you doing? Didn't they tell you Golgari has to wait until the new set comes out and then you can go to Witherbloom College and get some new cards? Nobody told him. Sad. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So the other option there is we could Bone Crush the Skull Prophet. I'm fine with letting them have a 3-1 ramp. Maybe I shouldn't be. But I'm not going to be afraid of what they can do on 5 mana. Like, maybe they Clackbridge troll me. I don't know. But I think we're just supposed to get Annex down and threaten to cleave them next turn. Even if we don't have the cleave yet. Guacmaw. 3 counters whenever another creature you control dies. If it had a counter, put a counter on Guacmaw. When it dies, create a critter. My opponent is attacking me with a Skull Prophet. They think they're the beatdown. We drew the cleave. Magic is easy. Didn't play the Fervent Champion. Strictly incorrect. Got cocky. Got excited. Here we are. Brawh! Will it matter? Let's find out. I have a feeling it won't. Even if they swept the board here, I can play Fervent Champion, activate Faceless Haven, and win. So they need something better than a board wipe. By the way, this Thopter here is the pet you get for logging in from a mobile device, so the opponent might be on a mobile device. Much like I was when I hit Mythic Dimension in this video. I'm the one in best of one, and I hit Mythic from my iPhone. I did. I did. It's okay to be impressed. Go ahead and leave a comment about how impressed you are. Playing Mono Red, and the video to commemorate its moment in infamy. Okay. Looks like this is going to be an interesting turn. This is a lifelinker. So what do we do? If the opponent can be in an effective 9, they also have to block the cleave. If we attack, we put the Ember Cleave on the Fervent Champion. And then they block. It gets through 1. This is 2, 3, 4. I can see some interesting plays here, and I think I know which one I'm going to make. So, here's Fervent Champion. Here's the Ember Cleave. Here is the attack. Pump. And let's see how they block. Nice. Okay, so because they blocked this way, I can do the Bone Crusher Giant to the Valkyrie, and they won't gain the life because the first strike damage will kill the Valkyrie first and then go over the top. If they had blocked with the Valkyrie on another creature, we could stomp our own creature because they all have 1 or 2 toughness, and then they don't gain the life because the creature was gone. There was a way they could block that would actually let them survive another turn. They could have put the Valkyrie in front of the Rimrock Knight, and they could have put the Guacmaw token in front of the Fervent Champion, and then I would have had to just trade those two, let them have another turn. I could have gotten them down to like 1. Well, I'm all the way back to where I started. On the draw, no! Gosh. It's so brutal. All right, how about a... Guys, what? Content keep. Content keep. How could you not? How could you not do this? I do this all the time on Twitch. I rarely do the pure content keep on YouTube. Yes! Gamer detected. What the heck is wrong with this game? I even get robbed. I took a mulligan. I got robbed. Get wrecked, robber of the rich. Just go away. Go away and die. Fervent champion. Come on. Come on. It's the Goblin Warrior. All right. Little awkward right now, guys. We've only got 1 red mana for some reason in our mono red deck. What should we do? It feels like we stomp something else. It feels like they have a Bone Crusher Giant sitting, so we could play the Charger. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Because if these 2 creatures, if either one gets Ember Cleaved, we can Bone Crush it next turn, and we take a creature down with us either way with the Charger. Bad use of mana. Would be really nice to have another mountain. Our opponent's got it working with 2 Castle Embereth, strictly better than Faceless Haven. All right, so we trade here. We don't get to kill the champion if we block here. And they Ember Cleave. We don't get to kill the champion. So potentially don't get to kill the champion either way. So what's the best way to give ourselves a chance to kill the champion? I guess this way, if we block here and they Ember Cleave, if we block here, we get to kill this before it deals combat damage to us. If they put the sword here. So we take 1 less. I'm waiting for the Ember Cleave. Oh, it's Rimmy. Rimmy Rock. The rim to the rocker. Wow. All right, I'll just kill this then. Thanks. Good deal. I mean, that's gonna hurt, but whatever. If the opponent can Bone Crush it, they deal another 5 to my face. If they have it, they don't have it. Okay. All right, we drew a Fervent Champion. But once again, we can only cast 1 spell for some reason. Something strange about our hand. I guess we're supposed to say go and stomp this. We could also play the Charger again, but if they have an Ember Cleave, we die. So if they have an Ember Cleave, we're going to die one of these turns, but maybe we'll get lucky and draw some, I don't know, mountains. The hell is going on here? All right, let's see what they do. All right, not an Ember Cleave. Mountain! You shouldn't have. I guess we need a 4/3 because our opponent actually has access to a Haven. Maybe we're supposed to block with a Haven. We do have all these lands we can't frickin' use, but nah, let's play the 4/3. So they don't have 3 snow mana. Something's holding priority. They do have an instant of some kind. Interesting. Very interesting. It's not an Ember Cleave. I need to avoid taking too much damage, so I'm going to make these blocks, even though I know I'm going to lose my Bone Crusher Giant. And I could have taken some damage there and kept the Giant and killed the Charger, but it's too much damage. We're too low on life. Okay. Another mountain? Be still my heart. Let's rob them. I mean, they're either playing on full control or they're just slow rolling a Bone Crusher Giant here. If that's true... Time for Haven to get busy. Oh yeah, it's 5 damage from a Faceless Haven. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So I'm hoping that if this is a Bone Crusher Giant, that they'll kill the champion. Or if it's a Frostbite, they'll kill the Haven. And they did neither. Alright, I'm starting to think it's nothing then. I'm very curious. Maybe they have something weird like a Shredded Sails, but now's the time. Now is the time if they have a Bone Crusher. They kill this, they power up Haven, they hit me for 4. It's pretty good. Oh my god, they are so insanely patient. We're playing against a mono-red player after my own heart. Gotta keep that in mind now. They have a really good turn here. They power up Haven, they hit for 4, then they cast Giant. Probably good enough to win them the game, but we'll see. They missed it. Or they have something else they'd rather do. What do you guys think that it means? So we can power up Haven and attack with it. The opponent might trade it with a Giant. We have a Rimrock Knight that can go on the Fervent Champion. Should we keep trying to be aggressive here? It could lose us the game. It could lose us the game for sure. I guess I'll deploy some squad instead. Oh man, I don't want to be... Well, we're up material. I should be defensive. We should win a longer game. We should win a longer game. So let's hold. We can also... What we can also do is attack, use the Rimrock Knight. The opponent won't block. But this used defensively can take out a Haven or a Giant, so I think I hold. And then next turn we can start attacking with the Haven and still have Rimrock Knight on Fervent Champion available. The mirrors do get fascinating. It's quite honestly my favorite match with Mono Red. Everything else just feels like smash or get smashed. But the mirrors that don't involve Embercleave or somebody having a Torbrand that can't be killed get really interesting. Like, this is very interesting. Now, I like I just said, the ones that don't involve Embercleave, if they just drew an Embercleave here, like, there's no real game to be played anymore. The game just ends. It's just over. Quite the slow roll if you've got it. No! Full control, too. Oh my... I hate you. I hate you so much. The full control. Like, you have perfect mana. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What a... On the play, no 1-drop. We have not had a 1-drop on the play in over 10 games. Now, we could mulligan for it here. I'm not mulliganing. It's another content keep when you have triple Annex hardened in the Forge. You gotta see how many Satyr tokens you can make. Of course, if my 26 land deck didn't draw the 3rd land, that would be funny too. At least I'm finding the humor in these situations. You gotta give it up for that. Shark Typhoon, come here, buddy. You work for me now. Let's go, Annex, baby. I'm here. I kind of want them to counter this and take damage rather than remove the robber. That's why I mean, that is a reason to play it pre-combat. You could also play it pre-combat to hope the opponent messes up and then kills the robber after it resolves so you get a Satyr. But good players don't do that. Fervent Champion. Hardened in the Forge. This is mono red. We play mono red. Mono red, mono red. Attack face till they're dead. Heartless Act makes me think an extinction event might be about to occur. Just a natural 80 card deck playing turn 2 removal, turn 2 counter, turn 3 removal, turn 4 extinction event. But they don't have it. They play Omen, they double bottom. That's nice to see. That's where we want it to be. Let's go. Could also not play a robber here and just pump with the team, but I think this and a Bone Crusher make more sense. Oh, okay, they shouldn't have let that robber resolve. Now I get 2 tokens. Maybe it doesn't matter if they have Shadow's Verdict, but we take those. Free tome? Oh, I cannot be defeated now. I've got a free Maze Mine tome. This tome is gonna beat him. Guaranteed. This tome is gonna beat him. They're just trying to kill absolutely everything they see. So far, they haven't had a sweeper, so we've punished them pretty hard. And they're digging for it. You can just see both Omens have been double bottom. They know they need Extinction Event or Shadow's Verdict, or they are going to lose. Do I save this for cards, or do I scry? So this turn, I'm going to Castle Pump these. I think that's the play. And because of that, I think the only thing I want to do is find a Faceless Haven and play it. Oh, get out. All right. Got him. Too easy. They couldn't bear me and my Book of the Brain thinking about whether or not to scry, whether or not to draw a card or scry. They couldn't take it. And we are back for the post-game wrap. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the Mono Red. The Mono Red song. Indeed. Hopefully you got your taste of This is Mono Red. We play Mono Red here for the video. I know, despite my efforts to forget that I ever crafted such a masterpiece, it follows me. The people always want more of the Mono Red song. But I promised if you'd stay till the end, I would get to reveal the cards in Strixhaven that I think will go into this deck. And are you ready? Here they are. Ta-da! 0. I don't think a single card from Strixhaven is good enough to meet the bar of the cards currently in Mono Red, which is good news for some of you who wanted to grind with Mono Red and hit the ladder with Mono Red anyway. I think that you're just fine playing this deck exactly as it is now and not using any wild cards and saving them for the next set if that's what you really want to do, you freaking weirdos. And there is one card that some people might try or play in Mono Red, the most exciting card, I think, Blade Historian, which is a hybrid red-white, 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 red-white for a 2/3 human cleric that gives all attacking creatures double strike. This with Annex is a lot better than Torbrand with Annex because it kind of Embercleaves the Annex and adds a +4/+0 devotion to it. However, I don't think this is actually the way to go, because if you're going to run Blade Historian, it requires quad red, which means if one of those lands is a Faceless Haven, you can't cast it. And Faceless Haven's like the best card in the deck in a lot of ways, in a lot of places. Like this is your resilience. This is the reason that you're beating the Orion decks in a lot of places. So I'm not getting rid of Faceless Haven. I think it's just better than every card in Strixhaven for this deck, I think, in my opinion. So, there. I baited you into staying till the end. But since you stayed till the end, a little special treat. A little something extra for my best, greatest fans who I would never mislead into advertising. Since you stayed till the end, I'm going to tell you something, a big secret. Get your t-shirt from Into the AM. Click the link in the description. Oh my god, it's so comfortable. Design's so fresh. Yeah. Get it. This is Mono Red. We play Mono Red, Mono Red, Mono Red. Attack face till they're dead. Fervent champion, robber of the rich.